Now, some of you may have been pretty happy with the news this morning in the newspaper. I know I was, and you might have been pretty happy to hear about it on the radio as well. We have a lady with us today who has become a good friend and most certainly qualifies as a very, very good friend of the babies. She has a surprise for those of you who haven't read the paper this morning, and I would ask you to give a very, very warm welcome to a colleague of mine in the upper house here in Victoria, Rachel Carling-Jenkins.
For that warm welcome. And I'd also just really like to thank Bernie Finn, who has been a champion for the unborn for so long. Let's give him a round of applause. It's a privilege to stand here today. It's a privilege to work with Bernie Finn, and it's a privilege to work with many of you to save the unborn. I love the theme this year. Take my hand, not my life. Too many babies have died. Would you agree?
Yes!
Too many women have suffered. Would you agree?
Yes!
Too many fathers have been denied meeting their children. Would you agree?
Yes!
And just simply too many families have not been realised. Would you agree with that?
Yes!
And our current government, sitting here in Victoria, want to make the laws worse. They're going to introduce this year buffer zones around abortion clinics. This means that the good work that people do outside the clinics here in Victoria, providing welfare and help to women and families in need, will have to stop. Showing little regard for life. We're selling now, through the Cabot Foundation, the dangerous drug RU486 to women across Victoria over the phone.
Whoa.
That's a shameful, shameful thing. So it's a privilege to stand here today and to share something with you. A few short years ago, I came to this march and I stood in the crowd. I couldn't get anyone from my church to come with me, so I came alone and I stood in the crowd there with you. And I was inspired on that day. I was inspired to do something for life. So the path I chose was to join the DLP. And I joined the DLP because we're a pro-life, from conception to natural death party. I chose to run for Parliament, and I was elected late last year into the Victorian Upper House. The main job I am undertaking while I am here is to roll back the abortion laws here in Victoria. And I am here today to announce that I'll be introducing the first bill, the first private member's bill, into this House before the end of this year. And that bill is going to start our way towards rolling back abortion laws here in Victoria. This is the first official move that the pro-life movement has been able to make in 7 years. The Act is called the Infant Viability Act. I'm going after late-term abortion. We're going to protect the pre-born children of this state. This bill will remove the more extreme sections of our current law. And I think we can all agree that it's an extreme law. We have the worst, not just in Australia, but in the world. Even Russia don't have late-term abortion laws. So why are we doing that here in Victoria?
Selfish.
If successful, this bill will see the complete abolition of partial birth abortion here in Victoria. That'll be a thing of the past. In saving the life of a mother in late-term pregnancy, we will ensure that all measures are taken to preserve the life of their child. And we will ban abortions from the age of viability. This protects women from the awful physical and mental consequences of late-term abortion, and it protects children. A lot of people argue about children with disabilities in this context, and I'm here to say I've worked in the disability field for many years. I love people with disabilities. Having a disability is not reason enough to abort a child. There are many stories from families who have carried their babies to full term, even if that baby survives only for a little while. All babies deserve life. And all families deserve to meet their child. So I think in the context of this bill, we should be looking more at palliative care for babies as well. Women deserve better. Abortions don't solve problems, they create them. The success of this bill relies on you. We need your help. This bill has a Facebook page now. It's called the Infant Viability Act. It went live this morning. I'd like you to all get on that page and you'll get regular updates on what's happening. I need pro-life groups, I need churches, I need people to come together, to rally together around this bill. Will you work closely with me on this? I need a committee to come together, and we need your strength and we need your help. Some of the things I anticipate doing are lobbying inside Parliament. Let's come and meet our MPs in Parliament and tell them how important this law change is to us. Let's rally together to debate at the debate of the bill next year. Can you all come back in 6 months' time and support this again? We need a letter writing campaign. We need to not just send emails but send physical letters to the Premier. The Premier of this state brought the abortion laws in 2008 as a health minister. We need to remind him we have not forgotten and we expect a change. We need to get petitions into the lower house of Parliament. We need to get petitions out and sign them. If you take a petition to your lower house member, even if they don't agree with the subject, they have to present that in Parliament. Let's get all 88 lower house members presenting petitions for this bill in Parliament. Are you with me? So I stand here today. It's a real privilege to introduce this bill. This is step one of the process, and it's going to be a long process, but this is step one. Let's stand together for the love of life. Let's start to work back and wind back the abortion laws here in Victoria. Let's work towards having world's best practice. Let's save some babies. Let's protect some women. Let's recreate some families. And let's remember what Martin Luther King Jr. said. He said, our lives begin to end the day we are silent about things that matter. Are we going to be silent on this issue? Are we going to raise our collective voice to Parliament and tell them enough is enough? Let's rally together and make a difference today. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Rachel. And I think we can all agree that what Rachel Carling-Jenkins is doing in the Parliament of Victoria right now is something that every single one of us must support. Every single one of us.